itself. Now, also in the 12th chapter, Krishna explained how he personally delivers his devotees from birth and death. We learned that shloka, if you all remember, that is Mrityu Samsara Sagarat. Teshamagam Samuddarata Mrityu Samsara Sagarat Bhavami Nachirat Partha Maya Veshita Chetasam Mrityu Samsara Sagarat. He himself told us that he is the swift deliverer of those who are in bhakti. And the beautiful picture, if you remember, we all were in the ocean. We didn't know how to come up. Krishna held our hand from up and he lifted us, isn't it? So after lifting, after we go to Krishna, what is the need to know the knowledge? So the last 6 chapters provide philosophical knowledge. Why is it necessary? Necessary to extricate oneself from the material world. Jnana has its use in assisting our detachment from Maya and our attachment to Krishna. So, hence, when we use knowledge as a means to attain devotion, it becomes part of bhakti. When we use knowledge as a means to attain devotion, but we saw yesterday we have already attained devotion, is it not? And also in 6 chapters, so beautifully we learned that mind has to be trained. The mind has to be trained. There's a beautiful shloka in Nectar of Devotion also. Shloka number 8. What is mind control? What is the objective of mind control? And that means why and how. Why do you have to control the mind? And how to control the mind? Why do we have to control the mind? See, getting bhakti is very easy. Why? Why is it easy? Because Vaishnava Sangha. If we are with Vaishnava, automatically we will get bhakti. That's the beauty. More than Bhagavan himself says, serve my devotees. Be with them. So once we are with the devotees, automatically we will get bhakti. It's like that sandalwood. As it spreads the smell of sandalwood everywhere, whatever is nearby. Even if we approach that place, we can smell. We are approaching sandalwood tree. Similarly, Vaishnavas also, they will attract us like magnet, and also their guna will attract. So that means here, then why? Why is this knowledge? Krishna himself says, all these 6 chapters are told by him. Why? Think of Valmiki Muni. What did Valmiki Muni do? First of all, she was not a saint at all. Then she saw, like Narada, she went, okay, she got bhakti, but which bhakti? Brahman realization. Bhakti has got 3 realization we have been learning, right? One is that is, what is it? Nirakara Brahman realization. They say the light effulgent is the soul, Paramatma, Bhagavan. All. There is none other or beyond this Brahman realization. That is why they all say, Akam Brahmasmi. Okay. So, for them, I am the soul, I am the Bhagavan. Once if I have this realization that I am the soul, I have realized already God. For them, the other 2 realization of somebody else is also sitting near the soul is not there. Beyond that, Bhagavan realization, there's a Goloka. We have to go there. This realization is not there for them. Nirakara, Nirbrahma. Nirupa. They don't believe in the Archa Vigraha. Okay, so where will they go then? They will go to the higher planets. That is in Brahmaloka. Beyond that, they will not go to either the Vishnu Loka or the Goloka. So Valmiki Muni, when he had this Brahman realization, what happened? We all know. She was attracted by all these, Urvashi, Menaka. Urvashi, he got physically attached, and Menaka, what is that? She got angry with her, and he cursed her to become a stone. Why did all this happen? She was a saint. She was a Brahman realization. He was in bhakti. Still it happened, right? Because the world in which we live, everybody is not Bhagwan realized soul. So as I said, the smell of the sandalwood attracts. When Prabhupada in his lecture very clearly he has shown, the aroma, the air carries the aroma wherever it goes. Same way, there are all guna lok, sattva, tamo, raja, with whom we have to live. We have to go to office. We have to live at home also. In our home, maybe in our home, I'm the only Krishna conscious devotee. So obviously the other devotees will be in Tamaguna. Right? So in order to overcome that, we need to also know what are all the gunas, in what ways we can be deviated. Extremely important. If somebody tells us when the train passes so and so station, Naxalites area this is. So we will be double careful. Or somewhat, I'm told all the time, near Gwalior somewhere, whenever the train passes, thieves, they come and steal. So we are extra cautious. Same way here, if we also come to know that this material world is full of maybe tamoguni, rajoguni. Very few sattoguni people will be there. So we can prepare us. That is the main objective. Once we know what are the hurdles, we are going to travel to Rajasthan, Jaisalmer. We will prepare, we will carry a lot of water. Otherwise, we will have to live thirsty. We are not camel, right? To store and drink. So we need to prepare ourselves. So Krishna tells, bhakti is easy to get, but to stay in bhakti is extremely difficult. That is why Krishna told 6.35, Abhyasa yogena tata vairagyena cha grashyate. Lot of detachment is needed. With whom we have to get attached, with whom we have to be always detached. This knowledge, that's what is jnana. Obviously, very, very important. When we mingle with so many people, how much is too much? It's a very important knowledge to know. Okay, that is why Krishna gives this knowledge later, because now we have got the bhakti. So after getting the bhakti, to know about others, we will not have any, Vaishnavas never have pride. They have this compassion. All the Vaishnavas who are above them, they have respect. Who are equal to them, they have the prema. Who are below them, they have the compassion. So if we are already in bhakti, and if we come to know about these people, we will have the compassion. Oh, Krishna, why is this soul so much entangled? Sometimes we feel, right? See, for example, I'll tell my mother-in-law. So sad, I feel so bad for her. 15 years back, my father-in-law passed away. Still, she carries all the baggages. Means she's 87 years old. Even in 1947, who said when what? She remembers so well. Whenever I talk to her, I feel so compassionate. Oh God, Krishna, why are you giving her this, like it's a torture actually. right? Because so much of burden if we carry on our shoulder, how can we even, walk straight? We will scoop. If lot of our bag is very heavy, we scoop and walk. We can't even stand straight. Is it not? So this knowledge is extremely, extremely important. So before we get into this, we have to, again, all of you have to wear your seatbelt and sit straight. If you all are having the habit of writing, very, very good. From the PPT, you can note down the important points because I'm not threatening, I'm requesting. Last 6 chapters are very difficult because this jnana is not given by 10th standard teacher or the medical college professor or IIT college professor. To say it is easy. This knowledge is given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna. So, as I told before, if we prepare ourselves, the journey becomes easy. See, we have taken children for Gangotri, Yamunotri, Bhagirathi, trekking, etc. So every day trekking, we will tell what are the things to carry because the trek is 8 hours trek. So if you carry heavy things, you can't walk. If you fill your stomach with food, you can't walk. So all the instructions we give well in advance, not after starting the trek. Then they will say that they were not prepared well. So we are preparing ourselves. We are preparing ourselves to understand these chapters very, very well, especially chapter 13. If you know ABCD very well, A for apple, B for banana is very easy. Writing CAT cat is also easy. So this 13th chapter is like preparing ourselves for the next level. Okay, Hare Krishna, hope all of you are ready. I never heard any yes, any no. Can we send any message? I don't know. Yeah, everybody can send message.
Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Prakriti. Prakriti is the material nature. Lord has created. This Prakriti has been created by the external energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Why did he create this? Because we Jivatmas, Bandha Atma, right? We came from his loka. Why? We had this pride. Salokya, Samipya, Sarupya. We were in the same loka, we were near Krishna, we had the same appearance of Krishna. Still, we had that jealous envy. That's why Krishna is going on saying, Arjuna, you are non-envious. That's why I'm showing the vibhutis. That's why I'm showing the, Purushottam Rupa. So here again, we were envious. So Krishna told us, don't feel envious. You want to enjoy things, go down. As I told that Prabhupada took the cockroach, opened the door and left it, telling the cockroach, entire world is yours. Same way, Krishna opened the window from Goloka, dropped us from there, go down. I have created a beautiful material nature. This material nature is Kamadhenu. What we want, we will get. Why will we get? Whether good or not. Because again the Paramatma is sitting near our heart. So the soul thinks, the soul desires Krishna. Immediately the Paramatma says, Tatastu. And we get it. That's why some dukkha also may come to us. No, we may think, oh, Krishna, so many years before, maybe this Janma, the previous Janma, we might have even asked for it. Who knows? So whatever we are not the Bhokta, whatever we go through, right? Whatever we go through is none other than the seeds which we have sown. So previous birth, we might have asked for somebody else or even for us. I wanted this. So we got it now. So we can't blame the Lord. Why did you give me? Okay, it's all what we want, we get. Purusha, he is the only enjoyer, the soul. Okay, Bhoktara Nirgitam Psalm 5.29. Sarvalokamageswaram Suhridam Sarva Bhutana, every living entity, Suhridam, in their heart. Vyavasthita, he is sitting there. That is why he is enjoying whatever the soul, the Brahman realization, what we call it, I got everything because of my efficiency. So Krishna is watching that. Paramatma is watching that, sitting near the soul. Chitra. Chitra is this body. See, if a yoga trainer, if a yoga trainer wants to open his institute, so he will have a room, he will have mat, he may have a light music background system, and he may set some nice fragrance flowers, like pots, or say in a bowl with water, rose petals, so many things he may have, right? So that is his Chitra. Similarly, school, we say, a classroom, we have board, duster, chalk, desk, bench, etc., everything. That is the Kshetra of the school. So when the Lord gave us a body, when the soul gets a body, the soul needs a place to live. That place is this body, Shariram, which is made up of, we will see. 25 elements we will see in this chapter. Kshetra Jnana. Jnana means knowledge. So, once we get this body, one person knows about the whole body. See, if, if we pinch in our leg, immediately here we get that knowledge. Oh, somebody pinched my leg. How? The same conscious is spread throughout the body. Moreover, and see, the soul will know only about our body. There is somebody who knows about everybody's body, each and every living entity's body. That is the Paramatma. So the Paramatma sitting in our heart does not only know our body, but also he knows about every single body. Only the Anuatma, the soul, Brahman, that knows only about this body. Because that soul belongs to one particular person. The same person again takes birth. So the observer in the body, that is body of soul, wherein the soul is situated, that is a super soul. So there are two knowers of the body. One is the observer in the body, another one is the super soul in the body. Again, this is like a Prabhupada gives the analogy of the whole area of a maybe city or tehsil we can take. So in that tehsil, the tehsildar knows about every field, every piece of land. But a farmer who has some piece of land, some area of his farm, he will know only about that farm. He will not even know anything about the neighbor's farm. Same way, here the soul only knows about this body, our body, but the super soul knows about every single piece of land. That is all bodies. Jnanam. Jnanam is knowledge. Jnayam is the goal of knowledge. In the 10th chapter we studied, remember? Sambandha, knowledge, Abhideya, knowledge, and the Prayojana, knowledge. So Prayojana is the ultimate goal we saw. Sambandha is the relation. Abhideya is the process. Same way, Jnanam, the knowledge, is the process. If we have this knowledge only, we can endeavor and try to reach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But what is the goal of knowledge? Prayojana. Ultimately, to reach the Lord's abode. Who will help us? Paramatma. How does he help us? She knows every single thought of ours. That is why the Lord is situated in everybody. But that's not the only reason. Lord, without sitting in anybody's heart also, he will be. It is to make us understand, to become, realize beyond the Brahman realization. Only that light. No. The Krishna told us so clearly in 7th chapter. Bhumirapo na lova yuko kamanor buddhir evacha. Ahankara itiyame pinna prakriti rashtada. So apart from this inferior nature of mind, there is a superior nature, out of which he creates this living entities. So the Lord creates the Lord creates the living entity with a superior nature. With the inferior nature, he has created this Prakriti. Hare Krishna. Next. Arjuna says, oh my dear Krishna, I wish to know about Prakriti, Purusha, that is the enjoyer, the field, that is this body, the knower of the field, two people, the soul and super soul, and of the knowledge, what is the knowledge, what are the things we have to know, and the ultimate goal of the knowledge. So, Arjuna asks, every single chapter starts with a question. The Blessed Lord said, this body, O son of Kunti, is called the field. And one who knows this body is called the knower of the field. So there are two knowers of the field, the soul and the super soul. The soul knows about only this body. The super soul knows about every single body, Sarva Bhutana, each and every living entity. Kshetrajnanam chapimam vidhi sarvakshetrechu bharata kshetrajnayo jnanam yattajnanam matam mama. Oceana Bharata, you should understand that I am also the knower in all bodies. And to understand this body and its owner is called the knowledge. So those who have got the real knowledge is none other than who knows Dehinosminita Dehe Kaumaram Yavnam Jara. Same soul passes. Kaumaram, Yavana, Jara, old age. Tatandipikandara Praptim, at the end, Dhiras Tatranamukhyati, it gets into another body. This is the knowledge. I am not the body, I am the soul. Okay, so this is my opinion. One more time. O Sena Bhatta, you should understand that I am also the knower in all the bodies. After reading this also, I don't know why don't people go beyond Brahman realization. Sorry. We should not say like that. We are also the same level. To understand this body and its owner is called the knowledge. So, all these things are Krishna's creation. Sun, moon, everything is his creation. That knowledge of the field of activities and of the knower of activities is described by various sages in various Vedic writings. So many Vedic literatures are there. But every literature says only one thing, that is, we are not the body, we are the soul. Now, okay. The second very important realization. This body is made up of actually 25 elements. Okay. First, the gross body, gross elements. That is the 5 elements of nature. What are they? Air, space, fire, water, earth. And this body, material body, is made up of all these 5 elements. So outwardly, to understand only the outward structure of this body, we need to understand that this exterior body is made up of what we eat, annamaya kosha. What we eat decides this exterior body appearance. Somebody eats only fatty things, they look very fat. Somebody eats all nutrition things, they look so effulgent, they shine. Sometimes you might be asking people, what do you eat? How you are shining? Right? So this is a first realization. Beyond that, if you have to go beyond this body, what is there? The life air. This body is nothing if that life air leaves this body. So that is the pranamaya. Beyond pranamaya comes the jnanamaya. That is the mind realization. We all have a mind. The mind thinks. So this body is of, at least the, what you call gross body. Gross body is the exterior body. But this has got 3 layers. What are those layers? Outermost, annamaya, slightly inside, pranamaya. Then the 3rd layer inside is the jnanamaya. After this comes the vijnanamaya. What is vijnanamaya? This is the actual I realization. We say no, the sukshma body is made up of mind, intelligence, and ego. So the mind is the connecting link in between. Out of the 5 layers, the manomaya is the link between the interior and exterior. So the mind, vijnanamaya, intelligence. Vijnana is the actual realization, wisdom. We have learned in 7th chapter so beautifully. All the knowledge is not the realized knowledge. The real knowledge is what? The Lord has created the entire universe. Nothing moves beyond his wish. He is the creator, maintainer, annihilator. He resides in our body. This is the Vijnana. Okay? Then finally, the soul, such chit anand. That is the Anandamaya Kosha. Okay? So, Annamaya Kosha, this body, physical body is made up of 5 layers. Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Jnanamaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and Anandamaya Kosha. So once we go beyond the mind, we start understanding that the Paramatma stays near the mind. That is the soul, Brahman realization. Then we also will definitely easily come to know about the soul realization. Okay. Why is it essential? Very simple. If you come to know the Paramatma lives in every body, obviously we will respect every human, no? This Ladina, Binadna, Jagadna, nothing will be there. Because that is why the Vaishnavas play such important role in our life. They treat everyone equal. Why? Why do they treat equal? Because they know Paramatma lives in everybody. What is that shloka? Vidyamine sambadne brahmane kavigastini shuni chaiva swapakcha. Even the dog eater is also shuni chaiva swapakesha pandita samadarshina. The pandita, uttamadhikaris, they see even the dog eaters as equal because in his heart also the Paramatma lives. Okay, this is also known as Brahmapucham realization. I think it is given in the 5th shloka, if I'm very correct. Yeah, correct. So 5th shloka. Rishibir Baguda Gitam Chando Vividhai Pritaka Brahma Sutra Padaishchaiva Ketu Madbe Vinishchitaihi. Brahma Pucham. So all of you can note down 13.5. So beautifully, all these 5 layers have been explained. This is known as Brahman realization, Pucham. Okay, Hare Krishna. 13.6 and 7. What are the other things this gross body is made up of, apart from the 5 nature material of 5 elements of nature? That is 5 great elements. What are they? The 5 senses: ear, nose, tongue, skin, and eyes. Okay? And the false ego intelligence and the unmanifested are the Sukshma body. So when we talk about the 5 senses, we also have the 5 working senses. 5 sense organs, 5 working senses. That is 5 Jnanendriya and 5 Karmendriya. That's 5 input organs, 5 working senses. Okay. So 3 5s are 15. And we have this material nature: earth, water, fire, space, and air. This 5. So 4 5s are 20 elements. These 3 subtle elements, what are they? Mind, intelligence, and ego. So 20 plus 3, 23. The Paramatma, that is the 24th element. Some scriptures say 25 elements, including the Pradhan. What is Pradhan? The Mahatat, unmanifest Mahatattva. What is Mahatattva? The Lord glances Mahatattva. Only then the material nature is created. So before the material nature was created, it existed in the form of Mahatattva. So everything has come from the Mahatattva. And that Mahatattva has been exhibited now, manifested. There is one unmanifest. What is that unmanifest? That is known as Pradhan. So if you go through the shloka, this unmanifest, what is written here, is described there as a Pradhan. So Pradhan is unmanifest. What has been manifested, actually the loka, which is the Lord, the universe, is only 1/4 of the spiritual world. 3/4 of the spiritual world has not come into existence. That still exists as Pradhan in the form of unmanifestation. So we have seen what all been manifested for 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5, 20. Subtle body 3, 23. Soul, that is the 24th element. And the, what do you call? The Bhagwan, that is the unmanifest, that is the Pradhan. Put together 25. Hare Krishna. So the mind, the 5 sense object, desire, hatred, happiness, distress, the aggregate, the life system, and the convictions, all these are considered in summary to be the field of activities and its interaction. Whatever we create in our mind, these are the feelings which we create in our mind. So all these feelings are also part of the knowledge. In the next shloka, we will read what is knowledge, the real knowledge which we have to know about. This is not the knowledge which is given in the school or college. They don't give this knowledge. The real knowledge, what we are supposed to study. Why we have Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Matsarya, envy, everything? Because nobody teaches this real knowledge. We all teach Mataji that it's not required. That is required. Being a great doctor, no problem. But at the same time, you may, for example, sometimes a great doctor, by some enmity, he may not take that much care for a patient's operation. It does happen. Or he's bribed. It happens every day. It's like big doctors are given bribe to kill people. We see only in movie, we think, no, it really happens. Or, automatically a patient, hale and healthy, goes to the hospital, he dies. Why? Because of doctor's ignorance. So what is the use of that doctor? So what is the real knowledge? That is what is this. Beautiful this is. Amanitvam madambitvam ahimsa kshantirajyam acharya upasanam shaucham sthairimatma vinigraha indriya teshu vairagyam anahankara evacha janma mrityu jara vyadi dukkha doshanu darshanam asaktir anabhishwangaha putradar grahadishu nityam cha samachittatvam ishtanishtopapatishu Maicha yogena bhaktir avyabhicharini vivikta desha sevitvam aratirgyana samshadi adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnanartha darshanam etadjnanam iti proktam ajnanam yato nyata. So 20 qualities are given here. 1 second. Humility. That's a very, very, very important quality. Even if we possess all other qualities, and if we do not have this humility, the other qualities are of no use. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai, he has said in Shishashtakam, Trinadapi Shunichaina Tarorapi Sahishtuna Amanadena Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. Amanadena. I don't want any man. For me, whoever places also same, blames also same. I don't want any man for myself. Trinadapi Shunichaina. Be more humble than the blade of grass. See, we step on that, the grass does not harm us. It comes back again. Tarorapi Sahishnuna. Sahishnuna, patience. Wow, nobody else can be so much patient than the tree. We throw stone, it gives us fruit. Pridelessness, understanding, you are not the body. Pride here means the I. Adam bitva, Adam, I. So the body and thus honor and dishonor are the same. Amanitvam madambitva. Ahimsa kshantir arjvam. Ahimsa non-violence. Kshantir, that is the tolerance. Arjavam is the simplicity. Unless one elevates people to spiritual knowledge, one is practicing violence. So that ahimsa is of no use unless and until we use it in bhakti. We practice to bear insult and dishonor from others. So straightforward that you can disclose the truth even to an enemy. This is essential. Matajis and Prabhujis, I am reading only the meaning because we should not run short of time. Bathing, external. Chanting, internal. Cleanliness. Shaucham is not only going to a parlor or having bath 3 times. Internally, we have to remove all the anarthas, kama, krodha, lobha, moksha, moksha, madamatsarya. Determined to make progress in spiritual life. Reject anything unfavorable to spiritual advancement. Control the senses. Not to cater to unnecessary demigods. Gratified only to keep body fit. Reject, I am this body or mind. Accept that I am Krishna's servant. Shivera Swarupa Hoy Krishnera Nitya Dasa. That's why again Mahaprabhu said 7 times. Dasana, 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 Dasa 7 times. I want to become the Dasa, servant of. That is why one day I told that we cannot ask Radharani to give us the mercy of serving Krishna. We can't serve Krishna. We are not eligible. We can't ask Radharani at all. We are not eligible. We can't ask Ashtasakis, not at all eligible. Manjaris. We have to first ask them, please make me humble to become eligible to ask the gopis for the permission to serve the Lord. Regularly hear about these from proper source. Become disgusted with material life. Be ready to sacrifice everything for Krishna. Should practice if you can do it in Krishna conscious way. But renounce if unfavorable for Krishna conscious. So before we accept anything, ask whether Krishna will be happy with this or not. If not, don't even accept. Not elevated or distressed at material gain or loss. By performing unbreakable devotional service. One second, I'll stop sharing only, then I can show the full, I think. 1 minute. No, I'm not. Okay, just a minute. Are you able to see now? Full? Aspiring to live in a solitary place, that is not desiring to mix with materialistic people. Live in association of devotees. Detachment. Always Krishna says that be detached with material life. Give up necessary sporting, cinema, going to, social activities, parties, etc. Rejection of useless research and philosophical topics. Now, don't even get into all these things, right? This is what Krishna said. Okay. I shall now explain that knowledgeable, knowing which you will taste the eternal. Brahman, the spirit beginningless, the subordinate to me, lies beyond the cause and effect of this material world. That is the cause of all causes. Cheto Chetanasthana, Nityo Nityana, Chetano Chetanasthana. The Lord is the beginning and end. Beyond the Lord, there is nothing. Equal to the Lord, there is nothing. Sarvendriyani Gunabhasam Sarvendriya Vivarjitam Asattam Sarva Vrichaiva Nirgunam Guna Bhoktricha. The super soul is the original source of all senses, yet he is without senses. He is unattached, although he is the maintainer of all living beings. He transcends the modes of nature, and at the same time, he is the master of all modes of material nature. Again, same Swarat, Abhijna Swarat. So he is beyond this Gunatita. He is not Guna, he is not Adim. Adim means what? Servant. He is Atit. He is the winner of all modes. Also, he is the winner of all senses. That is why we call him Rishikesha. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Niseno Bhaktir Uchyate. The supreme truth exists both internally and externally, in the moving and non-moving. He is beyond the power of material senses to see or to know. Although far, far away, he is also very near to all. He is very near because he is sitting at Paramatma in us. Nearer than that, nothing can be there. No, even our hand is very far because it is my hand, it is not I hand. It is I soul. So who is closer to the I? Paramatma. All other parts of the body are far away from the I. 13.16. The supreme truth exists both internally and externally, in moving and non-moving. He is beyond the power of the material senses to see or know. Although far, far away, he is very nearer to us, nearer to all. 18, he is the source of light in all luminous object. We saw already, right? He is the coldness in the moon and he is the light in the sun in 7 chapter. He is beyond the darkness of matter and is the unmanifested. His knowledge, he is the object of knowledge and he is the goal of knowledge. He is situated in everyone's heart. So this whole chapter is to tell us about this body. This body has to be respected because the Supreme Personality of Godhead is residing in this body. Not only in this body, every living entity. So we have to respect every single living entity. For the Paramatma Super Soul resides in every body. Okay? It's very, very, very important verse. What happened? This last one. Yeah, beyond this, I'm not. 13.19. Thus, the field of activities, that is, the body is a field of activities because the Lord wants to stay, and also He has created all this Panchakarmendriya, Jnanendriya, everything. Where will they rest? In this body. Thus, the field of activities, the body, the knowledge, and the knowable have been summarily described by me. Only my devotees can understand this thoroughly and thus attain to my nature. Others, those who are not Krishna conscious, can never understand this. Material nature and the living entities should be understood to be beginningless because the soul always existed. Adha, Anba, Ajopi Sannavya and we also studied what in the second chapter. Nainam chintinti shastrani, nainam dagati bhavataka, na chainam kledayantyapyo, na sochati, na marutaka. Shotram chakshus parshanam cha, rasanam granam evacha. There also we learnt about the soul. So the soul is actually unborn. It ever existed. There was no time when it was not there. So therefore, we have to understand that it is beginningless. Similarly, when the pralaya takes place, everything will go and take shelter in the womb of the Lord. And when the Srishi takes place, they come out. So there was no time, it was not there. That is the reason we always say it is beginningless. Their transformations and the modes of matter are products of material nature. So what is this? This is again the external energy. We all are in the marginal energy. The living entity is the marginal energy. External energy is the material nature. So the material nature is nothing but the modes of matter. It is created with the modes of matter. Actually, this body is created with this one raw material required, no? So according to Ayurveda philosophy, even in this chapter, Lord Krishna says, it is created with Vata, Pitta and Phlegm. Right? That's our raw material. But there are all elements which are mixed and this body is made up of. And the modes of matter are products of material nature. Karya karana katritve ketu prakriti uchyate purusha sukha dukkhanam bhoktritve ketu uchyate. Nature is said to be the cause of all material activities. Because nature is there, we perform activity. So the cause and effect, both nature. Whereas the living entity is the cause of various suffering. Why have we come here? Because of our karma. The soul carries the karma and enters into another body. So the cause of the various suffering and enjoyment in this world is the reason for taking this particular body. We saw Yam yam vapi smarana bhavam tejatyante kalevaram tam tamevanti kaunteya. What you think at the last moment, tata tad bhava bhavita hai. Krishna says tatastu. Purusha prakriti stohi bhunte prakriti gyan gunan karanam guna sadgasya sat asat yoni janmashu. The living entity is material nature, thus follows the ways of life. enjoying the three modes of material nature. This is due to his association with that material nature. What is association? Material nature means material activity. Material activity means material bondage. Material bondage means with all the senses, karmendriya, jnanendriya, whatever we do, it creates a bonding. It has a side effect. It has a cause and effect both. So that is the reason the soul takes another body. There's no other way, no other way, no other way. If we don't want to come out, if we want to come out of it, we have to reach the Lord's abode. Right? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again says, right? The three times he says, there is no other way, no other way, no other way, unless and other than the bhakti that he meets with good and evil amongst various species. So every birth we take, we create more karma, we come in contact with more material species. Who knows what out of 84 lakh yoni, what yoni we will be born. Okay? What is this? Upadrishtanavanta cha bharta bhokta mageshwaraga paramatmeti chapyukto degesmin purusha paragha. Yet in this body there is another transcendental enjoyer who is the Lord, the Supreme Proprietor, who exists as the overseer and the permitter, and who is known as the super soul. He is the seer. He is the actual seer of this body. He is the actual doer of this body. One who understands this philosophy concerning material nature, the living entity, and the interaction of the modes of nature is sure to attain liberation. We will reach Lord's abode. That's what is liberation. Liberation is not that mukti we are talking about. We want seva. So we want to go to Lord's abode and do seva there. Jivera Swarupagoi Krishna Nitya Dasa. He will not take birth here again, regardless of his present position. Janma karma chamedi vyam yevam yo veti tattvataha. Tyaktva dekam punarjanma. Naitimam yeti. So Arjuna, they don't come back. Some perceive the super soul within themselves through meditation, others through cultivation of knowledge, and still others through working without fruitive desires. We know this already. Krishna told Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. So people who meditate, what do they want? Ahima, Lagima, all those siddhis they want. Who cultivate knowledge, they know Brahman realization, they go to Brahmaloka, again and again they will come back. Abrahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna Mamupetyat Kaunteya. So if you come to Brahmaloka, you will come back. But Mamupetyat Kaunteya Punarjanma Na Vidyate. If you come to my abode, you will not come back, Arjuna. He says in 9th chapter again. Then we have read it. That the super soul is perceived by some through meditation, by cultivation of knowledge, otherwise by karma yoga, by getting detached. What will happen if we get detached? Obviously, there will be no karma bandhan. So we will not create more karma. Once we, what is it known as? Whatever we have already created, that is the bija, kuta, all the papas, the prarabdha. Yes, once we come out of all the prarabdhas, then we won't take birth again. Further, we have to detach. Everybody will go to Lord's abode. After realizing, okay, Karma Yoga is the best, Jnana Yoga is the best, Ashtanga Yoga is the best. After everything, finally, every living entity will realize Bhakti Yoga is the best, and we have to reach where from we have come. Again, there are those who, although not conversant in spiritual knowledge, begin to worship the Supreme Person upon hearing about him from others. So see, we are coming to Bhakti Yoga. Because of their tendency to hear from authorities, they also transcend the path of birth and death. Mrityu samsara sagarat. The Lord will take us back. O chief of Bharatas, whatever you see in this existence, both moving and unmoving, is only the combination of the field of activities and the knower of the field. So it's all the Krishna's energies which has been created. Samam sarveshu bhuteshu tishtantam parameshwaram vinasyastu avishnatam ya pashyanti cha pashyanti. Pashyanti means to see. So one who sees the super soul accompanying the individual soul in every single body, who understand that neither the soul nor the super soul is ever destroyed. They will keep seeing in this body, if not in another body. So one who sees the super soul in every living being and equal everywhere does not degrade himself by his mind. Thus, he approaches the transcendental destination. Final abode. One who can see that all activities are performed by the body which is created of material nature, and sees that the self does everything. I am not the doer, the soul, the Paramatma is the doer. So the soul only can see, only can desire. Who has to sanction? Paramatma. The Paramatma does not sanction, we cannot do anything. The sky, due to its subtle nature, does not mix with anything, although it's all pervading. Same sky is there everywhere. Similarly, same Brahman is situated everywhere. Vision does not mix with the body, though situated in that body. So this Brahman, we are talking about the self, that is the soul, self, Atma, not the Paramatma. O son of Bharata, as the sun alone illuminates all this universe, so does the living entity. One within the body illuminates the entire body by consciousness. So that one soul leaves the body became achit. It doesn't move. So who is that one thing? The consciousness. That is the soul. It's nothing but mamai vamsho jivaloke. One who knowingly sees this difference between the body and the owner of the body can understand the process of realization from this bondage, also attains to the supreme goal. So what we have to know? We don't do anything, only that super soul sanctions whatever the soul thinks. If we know this, easily we will attain the abode of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So first one is the question he asked. Please explain about all Chitra. 2K, Chitra, Chitrajna. 2J, Jnanam, Jayam. And 2P, Prakriti and Purusha. So 2K, 2J, 2P. These are the question. First question. Description of Chitra and Chitrajna. And the next 13.8 to 12 is a real knowledge. Amanitva, Madambitva, Ahimsa, Kranti, Arjuna. That were 20 real knowledge. Kayam, object of the knowledge. Pashyanti, who sees everything? The Paramatma. Prakriti and the Purusha. It is nothing but the Guna. Tomorrow we are going to learn about it. So Prakriti is found with the 3 modes. That's why we call it as 3 modes of material nature. Then vision of the knowledge. Chitra Chaitanya Evam Antaram Jnana Chakshushaha. So in the inside body, the soul sees only. It does not even do. The Paramatma does it. Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any doubt, realization also you can share. Whatever you have understood, whatever you have realized, whatever you say, Mataji, can it be this way? We all can discuss. Hare Krishna. Mataji,
Mataji.
question, Mataji.
Nothing, Mataji. The chat list.
Okay. So, no doubt, as ever. Okay. वाञ्छा कल्पतरूपस्य कृपा सिन्धुभयेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णवेंद्र की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय। All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Guru and Gauranga, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you, dear devotees.
Mataji.
Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Tomorrow,
Hare Krishna.
see next two chapters. Today and tomorrow, if we are able to understand, rest of the chapters we'll be able to understand easily. Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this recording is available on YouTube or not? Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhuji. It will be very soon shared by